Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why women take so long to reply. So I've got three scenarios why sometimes it may take women so long to reply to your messages. And it could be, I believe, either of these three things, okay? So obviously it depends on the woman in question, because if you've got a few women that you're talking to, it may not be the same reason for all of them. So it'll probably most likely, though, be one of these three things. So, one of the first reasons why a woman may take so long to reply is simply that she's not that into you. She's just not that interested. If a woman is really into you, then she will take at least an appropriate amount of time to reply to your messages. But if it's been days since you got a response, since you got a reply, then it's probably a lack of uninterest and she's just not that into you. Perhaps she's got someone else that she's talking to who she prefers and would rather date, or she still has feelings for. Perhaps it's an ex. But the main reason is roughly that she's just not that into you, she's just not that interested in you, and she has a low level of interest. Or it could be that she is losing interest. So if this was a woman that you've already been dating for a while, and she started to take longer to reply to your messages, then it's clear that she perhaps was interested in you, but now for whatever reason she is losing interest in you. And it may not be anything that you've done. Perhaps she's just decided, or she just feels that she no longer has interest in you, and she's no longer fancies you, no longer wants to continue dating you. It does happen. It's one of those things that can happen. And I'm sure you've met a woman who maybe you first started to like and thought, oh yeah, she's actually really cool, she's really good looking. And then when you got to know her a bit more, actually you wasn't that interested because perhaps there were some things in your lives that just weren't lining up. Parts of her personality that you discovered that just wasn't your cup of tea. And that's one of the things that can happen with women as well. So if she's has lost interest or is losing interest, then it could be one of those reasons. It could be that she's just seen that there's some incompatibility there. She hasn't been brave enough to say that to your face or to message you about it, and therefore she's starting to take longer to reply, hoping that you'll just get the message and not respond and stop talking to her. So another reason why a woman may take a long time to respond to your messages is she's testing you. Okay. Now this is something that a lot of women do, and what she does is she is not replying fast to your messages to see if you will cave, to see if you will crumble, to see if you will chase her, to see if you will start to pursue her more. And she's basically going to see if you'll send another message. She wants to see if you're going to double message her. And basically, if you do that, then you failed her test. But if you remain strong and you don't cave and you just continue to wait for her response, that's the best way to win that test, to pass that test, okay? It's just a silly game that women do. I don't think they can really help it. It's just a sneaky thing that they do. But it could be that she is testing you. So the best thing to do, the best thing to win that test, is to not reply, to hold your ground, to not send another message, and to not wait for her response. Just continue to wait it out and wait for her response, okay? So the next thing that it could be, the last thing that I want to talk about, is she's purposely trying to not come across too eager. So if she likes you, then what she may do, she may take some time to respond because she doesn't want to come across needy or desperate. And perhaps in the past she has been needy and desperate with guys that she likes, and it's put off the guys in her life, and so she doesn't want to make that same mistake again. So what she's doing is she's taking a little bit longer to respond so she doesn't come across too eager. And that's basically it. That's basically why it takes women so long to reply to some messages. It's just one of those things. The best thing to do, though, in all of these scenarios is to continue to wait it out, though. So that's the best solution that you have for all of these things. If she's uninterested and she's losing interest, still don't send another message. Just still wait for her to respond. Don't double text. Don't send one message after another because you want to find out what's going on. Just wait it out. Just see what happens. Again, if she's testing you, definitely the best thing to do is to wait it out and wait for her to respond. And if she's purposely trying not to come across too eager, then again, just wait it out. Don't send another message. You don't have to keep on sending messages. So the best scenario to do in all these things, if it's taking her a long time to reply, still just wait for the response, okay? And then when you do get a response, don't reply either right away. You got to match and mirror her energy. If she's not responding very fast to you, then don't respond fast to her, okay? Just match and mirror her energy, okay? And her level of investment in you. And if she likes you, then this issue will resolve eventually. And you can continue dating her, continue seeing her, or it will just fizzle out and you can just find someone better. So it's a win-win, okay? It's a win-win for you, okay? So don't take it too personally. Don't take it too seriously. See it as a bit of a game, a bit of a test, a bit of a hurdle to pass when it comes to women, and don't worry so much about it. But it's always better, though. I do agree that it's always better to find a woman who doesn't do this, who does respond in a good, appropriate amount of time. Because you have to consider, okay, so how long has the message actually been, right? Has she just not replied within 10 minutes? Because if she hasn't replied within 10 minutes, then that's not something to worry about, because maybe she's at work and she can't access her phone. So don't worry too much about that kind of thing. But yeah, definitely if it's been days since you sent the message and she hasn't replied, or it takes her days to respond, then yeah, you may need to be a bit wary of that and to consider, maybe this is not the best person for me. Maybe I should find a woman who does actually respond in a more appropriate amount of time. She should, at least, if you send a message to a woman, in my opinion, she should at least respond within a 24-hour period. Okay, if it's any longer than that, it's probably not a good idea to continue seeing her, depending on the context of the situation and what's going on in her life. Because it may be the case that she's just super busy. So, for example, maybe she's moving. Like, one of the things that I found really crazy when I moved, and the times that I've moved in my life, is how much of that consumes your time and your energy and your thoughts. And you do forget to respond to people. Like, I didn't respond to my mum for a while because I was just so busy packing and trying to get things and trying to view properties and all this kind of stuff. And it was just very time consuming, okay? So sometimes something could be going on in her life that is literally time consuming, okay? So don't take it too seriously. Don't get angry. Don't get butthurt, because if you do and you're angry at her and you send an angry message saying, why don't you respond to me fast enough? This is really inappropriate or whatever. That's just letting her see that you can come unglued really, really quickly over something really small. And it's showing that her actions are affecting you, okay? And women prefer men who remain unaffected by them. If you get angry or upset or hurt over something that she does, especially over something small like a response to a text message, then that's showing her that she has all the power and she can be the little puppeteer and control your emotions just by not responding to you, okay? Never let anyone have that kind of power over you, over your emotions. Even if you are angry, don't let her see that, okay? Don't show that, don't express that, okay? Always come across as if you're having the best time of your life, even if you're not, okay? Because that will really make women sort of question what you're up to and how you're thinking and how you're feeling, and it'll make you seem more mysterious. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you're like coaching with me because you need help with a specific situation, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.